Hi there, welcome back to another episode of Be Beautiful. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by to check out this video. And if you are a subscriber, I so appreciate you being a part of this beauty community. So, did you know that the Q has a beauty aisle? The beauty aisle is where you can go to, of course, pick up some of your absolute favorites and maybe even discover some new ones, all from the comfort of your own home. And one of my favorite things about the beauty aisle is that you can even shop by price, because I'm definitely a sort price, low to high kind of girl, unless I'm feeling fancy. And so in this video, I am featuring all items from the beauty aisle that are under $25. And I love that we can shop the beauty aisle from the comfort of our own home. Everything comes to you. And then what's more fun than opening up a new package from the Q? So I want to show you some of my picks from the beauty aisle under $25. So the first item is from Megababe, and it is called the Chesto Presto Spray. This is a clarifying body acne mist, and what I love about this is, like, full disclosure, I feel like my bag is always a hot mess. I can never figure out like what to put there, how to apply it, if it's gonna be difficult to have on my body. And so I love that this is just a really easy spray. So you spray this on, your chest, your back, that area of your body. It dries really fast. You can use this up to 3 times a day. And so I do wanna show you the mist on this. So I'm just gonna spray a little on my hand. So it's a really light mist, which I like because it's easy to kind of spray all over. I sprayed this on my back a little earlier today. So easy to do because of the way the mist comes out. I love that it has a little bit of like a peppermint scent to it, which is really nice. And then you see, I just sprayed this a little bit ago and it's dry. So you're able to just like spray it, it's dry, and you're good to go. So Chesto Presto, absolutely for the win from Megababe. I love that Megababe products are always things that we all have issues with, like the thigh rescue stick for that thigh rub and chafing. And I love that Megababe tackles those issues and gives us the solutions that we may need, we may be afraid to ask for, and Megababe is here for us. We have also got makeup, color cosmetics, under 25, and this Nude Sticks pencil is the bomb. First of all, I love it because it's easy to use. It's a pencil, but not only can you use it on your lips, you can use it on your eyes if you wanted to, on your cheeks if you wanted to. So it is that sort of one thing that you can take and accomplish many things, especially when you're on the go. What I also love about this is the lid. So inside the lid, you have a mirror, which I love for a product that is supposed to be a multitasker on the go, that you actually have a way to apply it on the go with a mirror. You also get a pencil sharpener with your nude stick, and it has a cap on it. So you can sharpen your nude stick up, and you don't have to worry about sometimes you have extra little pieces of pencil or some of the color in your sharpener. Now it's not going to be exposed. So you get this cute little sharpener. And the shade that I chose is called Wicked. And it is this deep red shade. And so I'm just going to apply a little bit of this now because I've been dying to put this on. So let's see what this formula is like. I am really digging this formula. It's like a gel. So I know a lot of times with the pencil, it can seem like it might be a little dry. So it's definitely not lip liner-y in that it's dry, but it's not super glossy like a gloss either. So you get a little hint of shine, which I like, but it still has some moisture to it, and it's not too overly glossy. So I am liking this. I'm actually going to put a little on my cheeks too so you can see what it looks like. I'm just going to do a couple lines on each cheek. And I do have some blush on already. So I'm not on bare skin, but we'll be able to get the idea of what it looks like. See, I feel like this gel formula is really great for a multitasker, because sometimes with a multitasker, if it's too shiny when you put it on your cheeks, then you look sweaty almost. And sometimes if it's too dry when you put it on your lips, then they look kind of dry. And I feel like this is a sweet spot in between both of those finishes. So I could absolutely see using this like for a quick little, like I'm heading out the door, I just want a little color on my cheeks, a little color on my lips. Perfect. I'm actually going to do a little swipe like on my eye to just add a little depth. I do have a little bit of like a shimmer on my eye already, but I'm going to add a little depth to the outer corners with this. And you don't need a lot. That's a great thing. I mean, the pigment is really, really good. I know sometimes when you're looking at products that are at lower price points, it's like, is it even going to show up? Like, is it really worth it? And I definitely think that this has a good amount of pigment. It shows up and the formula is really lovely. So I'm just going to blend it out this way. I'm really liking this. Okay, so nude sticks, color sticks. What is this actually called? I don't think it's called a color stick. It's called the Nude Sticks Gel Color. If you had, you know, maybe 3 of them that you wanted to take on the go, you could put them all in one tin, which is great. And then now you've got everything you need in one package. Okay, we're gonna talk about this hair now with our next 2 products. So if you're anything like me, you cannot get away from heat styling. I know I'm always like to myself, I'm gonna do less, I'm gonna do less, I'm gonna do less. And somehow that doesn't really happen, but that's okay. Look, we're all works in progress. And so I find myself cycling through heat protectant a lot, which is one of the things that I like to try to find one that's a little bit more budget friendly because I buy it so much. She is coming through for us with a budget friendly heat protectant under $25. This is the Chi Iron Guard. And so if the Chi name sounds familiar, of course, they make the most amazing flat irons. A lot of us have them. And they also make hair care products because, I mean, when you're doing your flat iron and you're curling, whatever, you want to be able to take care of your hair. This is a thermal protection spray and it's also paraben free. Really easy to apply. You just spray the mist all over. I love that it's a lightweight mist and that the spray gives it like a good distribution because I've had some that are a little too targeted when I spray them. And I feel like it takes me more product to kind of get it all through my hair. But then after I spray, I just kind of like to run it through my hair with my fingers just to make sure all of the hair is coated. But this bottle for under $25, there's a lot in here. And I mean, I've got extensions in, so I have a lot of hair happening right now. And for me, I would say it maybe takes about like 6 to 10 sprays to feel like I've got a good coating. So I feel like this will last a really long time. So Chi for the win. I said we were gonna get into this hair, okay? And the way that I got these like soft waves is with a curling iron. That is under $25. I know, because curling irons can be hard. And I feel like sometimes when I see a lower price point, I'm like, I wanna try it, but like, is it gonna work? Is it gonna get hot enough? Is it gonna do what I need it to do? This is the Infinity Pro by Conair. It's ultra high heat. It even has a turbo button so that you can turn up the heat. And this is actually a shea butter infused curling iron. How cool is that? I don't think I've ever heard of that before. So this curling iron actually heats up to 450 degrees. And then with the turbo button, you can get an extra 27 degrees. And it also has 30 heat settings. So no matter like what texture, what length, whatever you've got going on with your hair, you should be able to find the heat setting that is perfect for you. So I love that we've got a really wide range with the heat settings. And the barrel that I'm using is 1 inch. So depending on what look you're going for, what length your hair is, you know, there's a lot of factors that go into it. You may want a different barrel size, but for me, and especially, I mean, straightened out, the hair I currently have is about to my waist. The 1 inch size is nice for me to be able to get those looser waves that still have definition. So here's how you turn it on and off, just 2 buttons on the front, on and off. Then here are all of your heat settings on the side and you just turn this wheel. You hear it clicking, so that's how you can adjust the heat settings. And then there's also this turbo button right here, and that's how you get that extra shot of heat. Now, the major key with the curling iron, and this is a trick that I learned probably about maybe 6 months to a year ago, is how to get like these softer waves with a curling iron. So yes, the traditional way of curling, we all know, right? Like a lot of us know, maybe you either start here, right? and then you just kind of go like this and as you go down, right? Or maybe you start at the bottom and then you roll all the way up. Like, we've seen those tricks, right? But the trick that I like the most is if you like traditional curling iron curls, sometimes we know what those look like. We've been doing them for a long time. But sometimes you want more of a wand curl, which is what I've got going on here. You can do them both using a curling iron. I can't use a wand curler to save my life, but I love the look of wand curls and I'm able to do them with a curling iron. So if you want the look of wand curls and like the bouncy soft waves that I've got, here's how you get them. Oh, I'm so excited to shake this. Okay, so first, you're gonna take the curling iron and you're going to place it like towards the highest point of the curl that you want, but you're not gonna wrap your hair within, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wrap your hair around the curling iron like it's a wand curler. Now, when we get to the end, you're gonna open up the clip part and you're gonna clip that little tail of hair in there. And that's what's gonna keep it secure. And then if you need to turn it a turn more or a quarter turn more just to get the curl exactly where you want it, feel free to do that. But you see how my hair is going around the entire curling iron, not into it. See where the clip is and everything? It's not going into it like usually you would with a curling iron. So now I'm just gonna keep it here. I usually just like to touch on the outside of my hair just to feel if it's getting warm enough. So usually for me, it's maybe like 20 seconds-ish, I guess. I mean, I never really count it, but it's not that long. So once I feel like I've got enough heat in there, then I'll just release. I'll let the curl out. And you see how it's more of like a corkscrew kind of curl? That's how you get that wand curl look with a curling iron. I'm gonna do another piece just so you can see the difference between that one and if I was curling it like the way that I used a curling iron for, I mean, pretty much my whole life. Now, do you see the difference? Like, this one is more of like a ringlet kind of chunky curl, and this one is more like that traditional curling iron curl. Now, whenever I finger comb this one out, you see how it's just kind of like that soft, like, you know, curling iron curl. When I comb this one out, I get more of that bounce to it. Like, you see how it's kind of bouncing back? And so when you do them all that way, I feel like you get those softer like waves. If you like those old Hollywood kind of waves, do your whole head like this in small sections. Thank me later. The other tip that I have is if you do want to do like a whole head and you want those like waves that are going all the way throughout, make sure you're curling in the same direction. So if I was curling outside here, so my curls are going this way, then when I get around here, I would want to actually have them in the opposite direction they are now. So they'd be going this way. And that way you get the wave consistently all the way around. I think this is a fantastic curling iron for under $25. So if you are looking for a budget-friendly option that can get the job done, Conair to the rescue. So the last item is something that I've always wanted to try, but I just kind of never got around to, and it's hair fragrance. This one is from BioSilk. It's the Silk Therapy Irresistible Hair Fragrance, and I got the jasmine and honey scent. And this is super easy to use. You just shake it up and spray it in your hair. But I love the idea of this because sometimes you don't want to wear perfume, or maybe like you just kind of feel like your hair just needs a refresh, but you don't want to wash it. I feel like this comes in handy, and you just do a couple spritzes. So just spritz it on through. I'm just gonna finger comb it. It's lightweight. I don't feel like it's adding any like oil or product or anything to my hair. I mean, it's truly just fragrance, which sometimes, you know, you have that product that has that scent that you love, but you can't overdo it with it because, you know, your hair might be too oily. It might get too weighed down. So I love the idea of being able to get the fragrance without having to use a product. And this scent is like so fresh and so clean. To me, it smells like spring. And so I'm excited to welcome in the spring and summer using this hair fragrance. That's under $25. I know the bottle looks small, but really the amount of fragrance in here, you probably only need like 4 to 6 sprays maximum to do your head. So little will go a long way with this one. And that does it. I so hope that you enjoyed this beauty finds under $25 from QVC's beauty aisle as much as I enjoyed exploring these products and bringing them to you. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe. There will be new videos in the Be Beautiful series coming your way, and I will see you next time. Bye.